You're a grown man. And oh yeah, by the way, how about this? I got some advice for the Colorado State head coach. How about you worry about yourself and your own team because y'all are 0-1 and you're about to get spanked this weekend in Boulder, Colorado. You've got to be kidding me. This is the biggest low blow before a big-time game I've ever seen. Oh man, you can't make this crap up, you can't. So in last night's Colorado video where we previewed the Colorado State and Colorado game, I told you guys, I remember very vividly stating, yeah, this is more than likely going to be the last time we talk about Colorado until we do the live reaction Saturday night. So come on back for that video. And yeah, I guess I was wrong to say the least, because here we are, we're talking about Colorado yet again on Thursday night. And I'm going to assume by this point in time, most of you know what we're about to get into. When I saw what I'm about to share with you guys, I straight up dropped my mouth. I was like, no way. No way Colorado State's head coach is this dumb. You see in that preview, what did we talk about? How some people out here and some of the naysayers are stating, oh, well, Colorado, they may have a letdown in this game because they might be looking forward and they might be looking ahead to USC and Oregon, which I completely understand. Anybody that keeps up with college football, you know teams have letdowns. It is what it is. But I'm going to remind you, I stated, nah, I don't think Deion Sanders is going to have a letdown. I think he's going to have his guys ready to go. But now, after Colorado State's head coach doing what he did, saying what he said, there's not a single chance in the world Colorado has a letdown. No way. And also to go on top of that, this isn't just like, okay, he's throwing some shots at Colorado. No, he is disrespecting Coach Prime, and I personally don't like that. There's just certain things in this life you don't say and you keep to yourself. If this is his opinion and he's thought this about Coach Prime, cool. But why would you come out and say this? It's just like, my man, really? Are you trying to piss this man off? And me personally, I don't want to get too worked up, but I really don't like the disrespect, and I didn't like the tone in which he said it in. To Colorado State's head coach, I don't even know your name, but here's what I'm going to say to you. Why don't you show some respect? I don't care if you like Deion Sanders or not. You need to respect greatness. And trust me, guys, I get it. You know we like to have a good time over here on this channel, cut up and laugh and do all that nice stuff. But in this video, I'm going to be dead serious because this does rub me the wrong way. It does. It just, oh man, it gets me worked up to say the least. We ain't doing no intro, by the way. We ain't doing none of that. We're getting straight into it. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste either. I'm not even going to show you the entire interview because it's not even worth your time. I'm just going to show you what he said, his quote. It's making rounds across social media, and I'm sure by now a ton of you know what's going on. But earlier this morning, the news broke that Colorado State's head coach, he had to say this. And to give you some context, he did an interview at ESPN because you know how they do all the interviews before the games and they show you the hype videos? Yeah, they normally do those on like Wednesdays and Thursdays. Well, in his interview at ESPN, here's what he had to say. And this is also what rubs me the wrong way. You didn't even need to say this. He wasn't even asked about it. That's my problem with this. You know he's a straight up hater. He wasn't even asked about the situation and he spoke on it. It's almost like he's had this hatred built up inside. But let me show you what he said. Quote unquote, I sat down with ESPN today. I took my hat off and I took my glasses off. And I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. Interesting. And it goes back to this. Why did you even say that? Why did you feel the need to bring that up and throw some shade at Coach Prime? Because we all know who he's talking about. This is the definition of throwing shade. Who's one of the only head coaches, he may be the only head coach, I don't know, that's wearing sunglasses and a hat all the time? Deion Sanders. There's only one word I know to use to describe this situation and this quote right here, and it's lame. It's lame, it's lame, and it's lame. And I'm not going to lie, I understand the point he was trying to make, but it's a terrible point. Because I'm not going to say most people, because most people aren't taught this, but a majority, or not even a majority, but some people out here are taught, oh yeah, when you greet somebody or you sit down at the lunch table with them, take off your hat and glasses. That is a thing, but at the same time, why does it bother you if Coach Prime doesn't? Why are you, as a grown man, worried about another grown man? I don't get it. Let me put it this way. Let's say me and Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, whatever you like to call him, we are the two leading candidates for a new job at ESPN. And let's say we're sitting in the waiting room and I'm sitting right beside him and we're both in suits, but he's got a hat on and he's got some glasses. Me personally, if I had a meeting with ESPN or just a big meeting in general, I'm probably, and this is just me, not going to wear sunglasses and a hat. And the reason for that isn't because I don't think that's fashionable or whatnot. It's just not my style. People have different styles. I don't flow with this, oh, this is how you're supposed to dress. No. You dress how you want. You work hard for your money and you buy your own clothes. You do what you want in this life, my man. That's how I view it. And if me and Deion Sanders were two of the leading candidates for a job and I see he's wearing a hat and sunglasses, you know what I think about that? Nothing. Zilch. Nada. Don't care. Am I going to think Deion Sanders isn't respectful and he's a terrible man and a terrible person because he's wearing a hat and sunglasses in an interview? No. I simply do not care. I'm sorry. I don't care what the next man's doing. I don't. You know whose grass I like to water? My own. You know whose lane I like to stay in? My own. That's it. I'm not worrying about the next man's lawn and grass. He can do that himself. So I say that to say this: if Colorado State's head coach here thinks that Deion Sanders has bad manners and bad morals or whatever he wants to call it, okay, why do you care? That's Deion's problem, isn't it? Not yours. And that's just if he feels that way. Let me clarify on this. I don't think there's anything wrong with Deion wearing a hat and sunglasses. You know why? Because that's his style. You do what you want in this life. And I don't want to sound too corny here, but when you're the top G like Deion Sanders, you definitely do what you want. To be fair here, Deion Sanders is about as close to a superhuman as it's going to get. Whatever your favorite superhero is, Deion Sanders is closer to that than anything else you'll ever see in this life. And somebody's going to say, oh, Matt, you're just meat riding this guy. I'm not meat riding him. It's just cold hard facts. All the dude knows how to do is win, in everything in life. So who are you to tell Deion Sanders how he should be going about his life? You see what I'm saying? You're a grown man. And oh yeah, by the way, how about this? I got some advice for the Colorado State head coach. How about you worry about yourself and your own team because y'all are 0-1 and you're about to get spanked this weekend in Boulder, Colorado. And by the way, I'm asking you guys, can I now change my preview? Because I didn't see all this. My preview was before all this happened. I think I originally had Colorado winning 45-21. Can I change that to like 59-7 or something? Before this, it was Colorado by 30. Now it's Colorado by 50. I guarantee you Deion Sanders will consider running up the score against this chumping bozo. He will. I'm going to offer y'all a little insight. Here's a little background information on your boy Matt. Around 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was going through some difficult times. Nothing too crazy, but just needed to pick me up, and I discovered a man that goes by the name of Eric Thomas. I always like listening and watching motivational stuff, whether that's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, wherever. And I discovered Eric Thomas around 2015, 2016. To give you some context, and I'll show you a picture right here, he's a motivational speaker, and I believe he's the #1 in the world if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong on that. And I wouldn't go as far as saying this man changed my life, but he definitely influenced it a lot. My point is, without getting too sidetracked here, I love this dude. I probably listened to at least every single one of his YouTube videos for 4 to 5 years straight. Extremely motivational, just really good. And not only is he a motivational speaker, but he's big on God, and he always incorporates that in all of his messages, which I do like. So if you do need you a little pick-me-up and you like motivational speakers, highly recommend this channel right here. But anyways, getting back on track here, the reason I bring him up is because Eric Thomas, you know how much it costs to book him for a motivational speaking or event? It's like $50,000, $60,000. Eric Thomas is worth millions, and I mean millions of dollars. And one of his biggest things is he doesn't wear suits. He wears blue jeans and a hat everywhere he goes. And he's talked about it because people asked him about it. They're like, yo, man, you're going to all these big time events and you're the only guy not wearing a suit. What's up with that? And he doesn't hide from it. He says, yeah, I like wearing jeans and a hat because that's my style. He said he doesn't like wearing a suit because it's not comfortable to him, and just wearing a hat is something he likes to do. And he's also turned down events. He's turned down $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 because they told him, hey, you can't wear a baseball hat. And he said, all right, bye, I'm not coming. So let me ask you a question. Does that mean Eric Thomas, he doesn't have manners? I'll let y'all answer it in the comment section. You tell me, because obviously you know my answer. No, I could care less. I don't care if Eric Thomas or Deion Sanders wears a hat, suit, a regular t-shirt, a polo. It doesn't matter to me, because I don't look at what a man wears and judge him off of that. I judge him off of the conversation we have. I judge him off of his actions. And I'll tell you this much. I've never met Deion Sanders. Maybe one day I will. But from what I've seen in all the videos from Bucky and just everywhere, he seems like one of the best individuals to ever be around. And you know what I like about Deion Sanders too, and you've probably noticed it on my channel? He doesn't cuss. But let's not talk about the good things with him. He's a terrible person because he wears a hat and sunglasses. Get the F out of here. You've got to be kidding me. This is the biggest low blow before a big-time game I've ever seen. I can't believe Colorado's head coach stooped down to this level. You're attacking a man's wardrobe. Like, what? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think Deion looks cool in the hat and sunglasses. I like it. It's different. And also, what about this? At the end of this, I just now picked this up. He said, "That's what my mother taught me." So is he trying to throw shots at Deion's mom as well? What's up with that? You know what? I can feel a huge rant coming. I'm going to end it off here before I explode on this man. Whoa. It kind of sounded a little weird, but you get what I'm trying to say. Maybe some of y'all don't feel this way, but I respect Deion so much, and to see someone else disrespect him, it gets to me. It really does. Let me know your thoughts down below. But